Greetings and welcome back to Gacha News for the 22nd of September of 2025. This September has been very slow for news because I believe everybody is preparing for their Halloween events and some other stuff, and to such an extent we actually have a couple events coming up, especially one in Goddess of Victory Nike, so let's get right into it, shall we? First, we've got the Resident Evil collab coming up, I believe, when is this coming out? It is coming out, I believe, this week, and this is the main poster they released for the teaser. Now, we obviously knew we were getting Jill because she was in the very first teaser, but we also saw Ada because we saw her silhouette, but we didn't see a single sight of Claire. Now, we do have their units and their abilities already out, but what this poster had most people talking about was her. We have no idea who this is. I believe it's just going to be a new character that's going to be introduced during this event. Other than that, we know absolutely nothing. We don't know of any squad or person called Sable, as we can see here. So people are really talking a lot about that. We've even got some people throwing out the extremely out there theory that it might be a reborn version of Crow, the main villain of the very first arc of the game. So yeah, let's take a look at the units, shall we? First, we've got Ada looking very good. Her crossbow was interpreted with an explosive bolt into a rocket launcher. Her kit revolves around boosting the true damage dealt by herself and the other Burst 3 ally in rotation. Now, this is within the Resident Evil characters that is going to be Jill. Unfortunately, Claire was booted off to be the welfare SR unit you will never use, which is kind of unfortunate. But Ada's kit is actually pretty useful outside of the Resident Evil units because Laplace, with her favorite item maxed out, deals a boatload of true damage with her burst. So I'm definitely going to be pulling for Ada here. Then here we have Claire, who looks really good. A bit of a little very young face, so this is probably the original version of her, clearly using a grenade launcher, which is the same as a rocket launcher. Not much there. She is the SR unit you will never use, unfortunately. And lastly, we have Jill. Her pistol was interpreted as a very slow firing assault rifle that with only 9 bullets. Her kit revolves around dealing true damage during burst phase with, I believe, her 9 bullets that take, I believe, the 10 seconds to shoot, which is a little slow. But yeah, not sure on her kit, but Ada is definitely worth pulling for as a support burst 3. And then we have a couple of skins, as you can see here.
I'll be waiting.
This is Ada's classic red dress, somewhat sort of. I'm not convinced on the voices they picked for the English voice cast, but that is what they went with. And this dress, I believe, is more reminiscent of her original design before they remade it for the the Resident Evil 4 remake. And then we also have a skin for D Killer Wife as a, could you even call that a police officer? That's more of a traffic officer, isn't it? With the glowing stick and everything. And her smiling is very completely out of character, even for this version. Although they did keep the whole innocent into secretive, shadowy looking thing on their skin. So this skin will probably cost you $75 because it's from the Gacha skin. Whether it's worth it is completely up to you. So yeah, there you go. Then moving on, we have the patch notes. They actually came out, I believe, last night. Now, the short of it is they are working on implementing the new modes that guarantee SSR units whenever you use them. They are working on performance improvements. They are working on Red Rappy's fancy dress to match Red Hood's because it's obviously the one that won in the polls. And they are working on the 3rd anniversary story that, according to the director, will have some big lead-ups into the main story. So yeah, other than that, not much was said. So moving along. Then Girls Line 2 is still trotting along with its month-long event. I believe this, let's see, September 25, I believe that will be Thursday. Yep, on Thursday we finally get Jiang Yu available. She is the last of the 3 electric dolls that are coming out to really inaugurate the new electric possibility of team building. She increases the damage and buffs your allies with, I believe, the, what's it called? The positive alignment. But anyway, I'm going to be pulling for her, although I didn't pull for Adoris or Belka because I'm waiting for Lena and Leva, however long they take. Then Zendazu Zero, we are finally getting Orphe on also on Thursday. Boy, we've got a very busy Thursday. Now, I did manage to get Seed and her Wenjin, and she is very easy to use, and I expect that Orphe will be very similar. I'm going to be running her with my Soldier 11 in the fire team, although I don't know who I'll use as a support. But I'm currently working on completely rebuilding a couple of my characters because the the drive disc that came out for Seed, I believe, is very useful on a lot of characters. So that's what I'm doing, and it's taking quite a bit longer than I expected. And lastly, in the non-gacha news related, we have Blue Protocol that is finally coming out on the 9th. Now, I don't know why this guy has a guitar, but this is, I believe, a new anime MMO coming out. I did not participate in the closed beta, and I've also avoided the character trailers that they are releasing on YouTube and on Twitter. I just want to go in blind and see what I can figure out and play, because that's the point of the game. So we're going to be doing that on the 9th, which is actually not too far away. I believe that is next week. No, that is 2 weeks from today. So plenty of time to get everything done before that comes out. And yeah, that is basically all the news that's been coming out this month. As I said, it's been a pretty slow news month this month. So I am expecting new things or more news to come out during October. I believe because Nikkei's 3rd anniversary will be in October, then we are going to have Blue Protocol that I just showed you probably releasing their first patch to fix some of the issues that will appear. And then once Orphe is released, I believe at the end of the month, we're going to get the drip marketing for the characters that are coming after the characters that are coming out after Orphe. So yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.